Yo, what is going on? This is Jake Parton, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the law of attraction hack that most people will not tell you. Okay, first of all, I want to let you all know that this information that I'm going to share with you right now, I have applied over and over again in my life and still do to this very day. And it works. Okay, you can be skeptical. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. I'm just going to give you what works for me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what works for me. Okay, so when I flew out to meet Mr. Bob Proctor, as I've mentioned before, I actually got connected to some people who really know how to apply this information. I'm talking, people showing me their Instagrams and they had zero money. They were driving a Nissan. And then, they told me, look, I went and sat in this Ferrari, 18 months later, went and got it. So I've had the opportunity to actually bump heads with and connect and have conversations with people who are not just, these fake gurus that you see online and that they actually are winning in a big way. So I became really fascinated with how this thing works. I was really interested in why 98% of the population who studied the law of attraction never actually really make it happen in their life. That statistic really fascinated me. So I went deep into it. Okay. Now, there's a really good quote which my mentor says. He says, the more we experience something, the more we believe something. Okay. So the more we experience something, the more we believe something. Now, if you're right now in a current circumstance or you're in a situation or position that is not where you want to be, you need to put into your schedule, be very intentional with it, put into your schedule to go and put yourself in a greater experience. Okay, maybe you don't like the car you drive. Okay, so maybe once a week, 4 times a month, you put into your schedule to go and sit in the car that you desire. Maybe you want to change neighborhoods. Maybe you want to move cities, move home, right? Put into your schedule at least once or twice a month. You actually go and spend the weekend in the neighborhood that you want to live in. This is what me and my wife did. Like I said, I'm just telling you what works for me. We decided that I'm from Birmingham, UK. I wanted to move down by the seaside, down the south of the UK, one of the most beautiful places, literally in the UK. So what did we do? We literally came down here 2-3 times a month, booked an Airbnb, hotel, whatever it is, and we literally lived that weekend like we lived here. Okay, we put our name down on the estate agents. We told them, what our budget was. We're interested in moving down here. And then we just became open and receptive to finding the different ways of how to do it. When it comes to the car that we drive right now, I had a Mercedes at the time. My wife had a Mini Cooper S, and we went to the Range Rover garage and we sat in the cars that we wanted. We sat in the Evoque. The next, in the next 2-3 months, we was able to manifest the Evoque, and then and then now we've got another Range Rover as well. But this is how it works. Right now I've got time, location, and financial freedom. Wasn't always like that, guys. I was around people that had jobs. I was in a position and I was experiencing something that I didn't want to manifest. So what did I have to do? I actually fly out to meet my mentor and spend genuinely, as many times as possible, as much time as possible around my mentor who was actually living the life that I wanted. Because now what's happening is this: I'm no longer going off my imagination. I'm actually going off my memory now, because I've touched it. It's real. The level of belief has increased. I know that it's possible for me. Another thing that you all need to pay attention to is this: when you do sit in that car, when you do go to the homes and you put those clothes on, you're putting yourself into a greater experience. You haven't got to believe it on a conscious level. You have not got to believe it on a conscious level. You need to understand that it comes from the heart. Your subconscious mind, the God within you, knows, not believes, knows that it's possible for you. Okay, so what happens is over time with the repetitions, right? The repetitions, it starts to become normal. I'll never forget the first time I went into a Bentley garage. Oh my gosh, my palms were sweating. I was saying, my palms were that sweat. I couldn't even get my phone out because it was like a bar of soap. I was sweating that much. Okay, very uncomfortable. Could not make eye contact with anyone, and I got out there as fast as possible. But you know what? I kept going back and I kept going back and I kept going back. And what's crazy was every time I went back, I was earning more income. Every time I went back, I felt a little bit more comfortable. It started to become a little bit more normal to me. Okay, I started to grow as an individual. And then I realized that my desires changed. I realized that I went deeper within. The only reason I wanted a Bentley was because I was trying to prove this person right, prove this person right. I couldn't actually have a Bentley right now. Where we live, it's literally impossible. So what I'm saying is this is the law of attraction hack that you need to all go and pay attention to. A lot of people we talk about thinking, meditating and sitting, manifesting car park spaces and all that crap, if we're being honest. But when it comes to like real results in your life, you need to understand that you going and hear, see, smell, tasting and touching is going to be way more powerful than anything that is out there that you can read in books, etc. This is why I'm very big on environment. When you put yourself into a greater environment, when it comes to the people that you associate with, well, guess what? We're experiencing their results. If we're around them, we're going to be experiencing their results. Why? Because we're living their life. I just had a few people come down and spend the weekend with me. Already their income is rising. Why? Because they was around me and they experienced my type of lifestyle, and now it's raised their belief. It's increased their level of attraction, and now they're actually earning more income. This is how it works, guys. Okay, this is how it works. Dream boards are great. Listen, write this down. Eyes. Write eyes down. The last 3 letters spells what? Yes. Okay, so whatever we see, it's an automatic yes, whether we like it or not. So our job is to intentionally see where we want to be on a continuous basis. This is very, very big, guys. When it comes to your heart, take the T off. What does it spell? Hear. So what is going into your heart? What are you hearing on a continuous basis? What are you hearing every single day? Is what you're hearing in alignment with what you want to manifest? The word manifest just means clear or obvious to the eye or mind. Okay, clear or obvious to the eye or mind. What is very clear to your eye and your mind and your ears right now? What are you hearing? What are you letting go into your heart? Because that's what's going to manifest. Whatever's impressed is going to be expressed. So guys, this is the law of attraction hack. I want you to use it. I want you to share it on your social medias and tag me in it at I am Jake Parton. Head over to the website www.theofficialbpm.com to get yourself some merchandise. Check out the podcast, and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Let's get it. Speak soon.